When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
On the set.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes the catch. It's Pryor. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Okay, ready?
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and these teams, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
On the ground, it's Allen. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Got it in the middle. It's Allen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Aller. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Penn State 7, Cincinnati 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Pryor. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. It's a running room. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
It's just so nice to have a signal corner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense defense could really take that next step.
The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Aller. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dinkins. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And his throw is incomplete. Clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Aller. Bringing the heat. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On target to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. while we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it along the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a great job on the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It'll be a draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield. Go.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Jacksonville State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Let's take
just a second and talk about Penn State. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield.
He lets one fly deep. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The sure hands, it's Pryor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sorsby. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Get set.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wyoming handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Aller. Here comes the heat. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Ross. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Penn State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Catch inside the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Saunders. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Here's a heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. Scrambling away. That's caught. It's Allen. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Skips away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Caldwell. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Caldwell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. caught in the backfield. It's Pryor. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Under fire. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Going back to work on offense now. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Allard. He's going for the big play. Holds it in on the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Going for it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Number 5.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on.
Oh, trickery. He'll try to run it in. And that's not going to come close. I'm not even sure what they were thinking there.
No good. That keeps the score. Cincinnati, 35.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Set to kickoff.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Steps away. Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Pryor.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice gain before being run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Extending the play. The throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Dinkins. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if it's...
Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy.
To the air, it's Aller.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, he'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. Going right and going deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, set.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Sorsby. He's moving out of the pocket. Pass to 45. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Look out, he's got room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The give to the back. Oh, they knock it free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. The defense has it in the waiting moments, trying to keep them alive. Scores!
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Heading to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The AT unit on the field. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. A hostile environment can